Today, I would like to speak about a guy, about a person whose work fascinates me a lot. Like, I, I kind of went in some kind of trouble, went in some kind of questioning situation that how could someone can accomplish that much, that much huge without having any government job, without having any government job. Yes, I want to talk about my Dadaji. I want to talk about my Dadu, to whom I love a lot, and he was an amazing person. No one could be like him. We can't, not not only me. Today I will say uh, most of the population on this planet Earth can't be like my Dadu. Today, why I am making this video? Why am I making this video? Is only because I was into the face. I was in fascination. Like like just few minutes ago, I was sitting with my friend Rahul Madhu in park, and I was just, I don't know why, but I asking him questions like how much big your house is, uh, who are the part of your family is, and how much rooms you have, where you sleep, where your mama and father sleep, of who is the owner of your house, and all that thing. And while I was asking all those things, I was so fascinated that how much my Dadu accomplished. Like, I was also telling him that thing, that I'm not uh, you know uh, I'm not, we said that, I'm not flexing, I'm not, you know, doing dikhawa, but instead I just want to, I just want to define what my dadu's what my dadu's accomplishments are, which is unbelievable and so much fascinating. Which was like, he wasn't a government servant. He didn't uh, was part of government job, but still the accomplishment that he had achieved was so much high, which a normal person today who is doing a government job and earning 1 lakh a month, and I have that example too, can't accomplish. So yeah, I was talking to him, and then I fascinated how much, how how much a huge empire my dadu uh, uh, my dadu by himself only built up. I fascinated. I when I was now when I was just few minutes ago, when I was entering to my house and looking that how much big houses he built up. I mean, he didn't have anything. He he uh, I still remember, like some uh, uh, I still remember, sometimes I used to ask my Dadu questions like, Dadu, what the things you did and you accomplish such a huge achievements. So he used to told me, and according to his stories, I got to know that in his initial in his initial phases, he started working from the age 13. From the age 13, yes. Currently I am 18 years old, and today till today also, I am living on my dadu's passive income. What the passive income my dadu created, I'm still living on that income. And he started working at the age of 13. He used to told me that he initially he initially started with, I think he initially started with normal work such as, I think, baildar, that kind of work. Then he gradually started driving tractor, and I think transporting big stones and transporting big stones and these things. And he also used to tell me that he got married in early ages on his time. They used to get marriage they used to got married in the early stages. The thing is before uh, proceeding further before proceeding forward, the thing is, like, maybe some people thinks that, okay, on his time, on in his time, in the early past times, things was easy to do, and this property and all those things was easy to do. But my my encountering point is, I want to encounter this with the statement that, like my dadu, there was also lot of people of his same age. uh, Now he got died. I miss him a lot. I fascinate with his characteristics a lot. So there was a lot of people like him also. There was also a lot of people like him. They didn't accomplish those things, like my friends Madhu's grandfather. He My Madhu's grandfather, he's a government servant and he used to get pension. Now he got retired. So they also was in the same world, was in the same time where my dadu was. What the things he did, that he accomplished that much huge empire. So yeah, continuing to his story. So he used to drive tractors, and he used to tell me that he also did work of, you know, building railway lines and these kinds of work he did. And further, uh, he also did farming. I think the strategic turn, I think the drastic turn that came into his life, or the drastic decision, I think, in my belief, that right now I am thinking, which it is was when he thought about, like, his father his father have land, I think, in, no. When he started, when he went place, a location named Goner. So there he found some land which was, I think, so cheaper in the coast. But the problem was that land was not plain. That land has a lot of has a lot of holes in it, has a lot of gaddas in it. So what he did, he bought mud there and made those land plain. Though that thing was hard to do, but the mindset of his mindset also, I believe, played a very crucial role in his journey of establishing such a big empire. So he what maybe if people like me, person like me, or an ordinary person, what he will think that I want a land, right? I want to do I want to do agriculture, I want to do farming there, right? So the kind of land that I needed is a plain land. No one used to thought that much complex that okay, I want to do farming, right? And there's a piece of land. Now no matter uh, deep holes, uh, how much kind of un uh, unfit land that is, no matter, I'll make it plain by doing a bit hard work, and will do agriculture in this, and I'll get this land at a cheaper cost. So these kinds of strategic decisions, these kinds of strategic thinking also, I believe, uh, is a contribution to such a big empire. So when he bought land there, I still remember he used to told me, no, my father used to told me, so he bought that land at a cost of 70,000 rupees. And okay, at a cost of 70,000 rupees, and I don't know what happened, what's the story behind this, but 12 bigas uh, is in the ownership of my father, and rest 12 biga is in the ownership of my, no, 12 biga is in the ownership of my grandfather, and rest 12 biga is was in the ownership of, no, my grandfather also, 12 biga was in the ownership of my grandfather, and rest 12 biga was in of my great grandfather. Now maybe when my dadu went there and bought land there, maybe my dadu's father also went there and bought the land. And okay, that's a different story. Okay, so he started agriculture there, I still remember. And okay, this thing I've got to know from the local people there. And uh, that's why, that's why I am making this statement here, which is my dadu was first person there, and I can say my dadu was the person who was responsible in that area where he bought land, who was responsible for initially providing employment to a lot of people. Like there was a lot of worker used to come there and used to do different kinds of uh, farming work, maybe some coming to seed, some coming to bowing seeds, some coming to irrigate water, or maybe some coming to do some kind of different things. The agriculture, the farming there was so successful. I still remember how he used to told me that how they used to have 5 or 6 trolleys of onions, and how they used to produce a lot of tomatoes and all that stuff, how they used to produce thousands of kilos of flowers, and that kind of huge farming they used to had. And okay, okay, that kind of huge farming they used to have. So yeah, I think my grandfather earned a lot from there. One strategic decision, one strategic decision, one thoughtful decision made whole of these changes. He maybe, he also maybe can buy, can be, he also maybe can buy land from on at some another place, maybe a plain land at a expensive cost, but no, he decided to buy that land in less cost. He bought big portion of land. So that was the thing. And I think I didn't messed up anything before that, any of his journey before buying land. Yeah, he also used to do farming here where I currently is. So few meters away there is our old houses where my grandfathers brothers and my grandfather's father, my great grandfather used to stay. So this that place is there. Okay, so there also my grandfather used to do farming. Okay, so farming I think was a very crucial. Farming was a very major portion of my grandfather's journey. Yeah, so from farming, and now I would like to say, like, okay, like I told, he was producing very much. Just wait for a while. Yeah, I was talking that, yeah, his source, his income what increased a lot, I think, from farming, and the taxation was so much less on farming. So that was also a strategic that was also a good benefit for him. But that's not the only the reason behind that much that much huge giant empire. But the other reasons are the habit that he has of saving. I still remember, like, today's parents when their children used to ask them for money. So his habit of saving, that is something I believe. And not only saving and doing kanjusi, that's the word I have. I don't have an English word of this. That thing, I think, that thing was the main reason, was the main was the main was the main reason why behind this huge giant empire. He used to save a lot. He don't used to spend money illogically, like this speciality of spending even a rupee. Yeah, I'm talking about a rupee. On his time there was paisa used to run. So spending those paisa, those rupees, so much carefully, that that's the thing, that's the main thing which made him uh, successful in building such a huge big empire, I believe. So he did farming, and I think then I'm making a guess right now. So he had property with him here. And there is a this one property, I think, that is 300 gauge, or maybe big 400 or 500 gauge. So that property was in the ownership of his younger brother. Then he bought that property from him, and then the game started, I believe. He have that land at a cheaper cost. And now the question maybe arise that from where he got the money to bought that land. 70,000 rupees, okay, that was 70,000, but still 70,000 is a huge amount. From where he got that amount? So the answer behind the answer of this so answer of this is behind his hard work. Like I used to I told, like, he did transportation by tractor of stones, giant stones, the baildari thing, and is his habit of saving. And he started working from the age 13. So from the age 13 to, I think, he bought the property at the age of 26. 13 years enough for making 70,000 rupees. And for the guy like him who used to save a lot, and is very careful and during expenditure of that money, spending that money. So that's how he made up those 70,000 rupees. And then by by those 70,000 rupees, invested those 70,000 rupees there. And the farming that he did there, the produce, the giant, a lot of produce, the huge produce he had there. And the money he earned from that produce, that money he invested further in buying properties. And like I told, he bought that property, that from his younger brother, which is around 500 or 600 gaj maybe. uh, he bought that property, and from that property, me and my daddy used to stay in that property. I still remember there was 3 or 4 rooms, and there was one more room few distance far at that location. And then later he sold that property and bought the property where I currently is. And the plot which is just beside this, which is of my uncle's plot. And he made house here, this one. And uh, the house which is behind, beside us, that was partially made up, and partially he inaugurated that house. Okay, now moving further.